quality. Post by Kid X. Yeah, this type of thing interests me. I am interested in what method you used to administer the product: smoking, snorting. What happened when you did? What equipment did you use? Pipe, foil, etc. And how much do you do? If it looks powdery, that's not necessarily an indication of powder in your product, because ground up crystals look sort of powdery, but it is a good sign if you were sold some big shards. Although I don't understand how somebody could question whether or not something is good, to me, it's obvious. I have learned that I was well coached by veterans when I first started, so I know how to tell if product has been fucked with or is of poor quality. I have heard of some newbies accidentally doing too much too quickly, smoking, and blowing through way too much quality product, because they were so agitated from doing too much in a short time frame they thought that they needed another hit, and combined with the fact that they were burning up the product, it has to cool or it will be burned wasted. Here's sort of a guideline: 1G should last you several days, even over a week. I've gone 5 days on 0.5 grams before smoking. You should be able to tell right away, within minutes, if product is good by smoking it, and it should only take a few hits to notice. But after you take a few hits, pace yourself and wait a while to see how you feel, then take a few more if you think you need it, then stop for 1-2 hours before doing any more. If you've been up for over a day doing it, doing more really isn't going to work as good as taking a break and resting, sleeping and then picking back up later, but I know this can be hard for some of you. Post by Kid X. Damn, I don't know why, possibly so he has a lot of listings, but I don't know why that bothers you. Dub G's product is the sizzle my nizzle, straight up, real talk, no joke. If you don't know about it, try some of his product and I guarantee you'll be standing around with your dick in your hand within minutes not knowing which way is up. Post by Kid X. Dub G is hands down the best on every level: quality, stealth, shipping, customer service. Post by a US guy. Thanks for the solid bud. Glad you enjoyed the goods. Post by Scampany. Vortex Milkman delivered today. Post by Minister of Aesthetics. I like pie, could someone please direct me to the Coke Forum? Post by Candy. Oxo, I feel awful for saying this, but I am honestly curious if anyone else had same experience. Earlier today I finished what I had left from Vlum's last order I received, which consisted of only one medium line left, and tonight I have been seriously sick to my stomach, all night. I thought I got sick before cause I did a lot more but one line? It can't be just me. I think Vlum is a good guy and I know it's probably not his fault, but what could have made me so nauseous every time? My friend split the end with me, one small line for each of us, and got sick as well. Vlum's last batch didn't make me sick. Is this normal? I have nothing against Vlum, hope he gets well. I was just curious if anyone else felt this way. Post by Harpua25. I'm pretty sure I saw somebody else mention that his latest batch made them sick to their stomach, Candy. Or maybe it was you? I think I missed out on his last batch, luckily, and had no ill effects from the one before that. Hope you feel better. Post by Danks McGee88. I agree it's annoying just cause takes up so much room on page plus makes checking out item specific feedback lil harder but not impossible, just my .02 BTCS. Post by Scampany. Okay, update guys and girls, VMM's current BTCHISNT the same as last week's batch. While it's fine and dandy, it's just no stay awake all week on a .5. I'll be done with mine by lunch. Post by Candy. Well, that's disappointing, maybe that's why it is on sale. Post by Candy. Thank you. I was PM'd by someone that said they got sick also, so at least it wasn't my imagination or some other sickness. Post by Scampany. I know, right? I'm gonna have to break down and mainline a little bit to get me going today. Post by The Showcase. Well said on that last paragraph. Good advice. As for the second paragraph, for me, locally, or anywhere there's good stuff, and I'm speaking to generally here, When you notice pinheel spiderweb-like patterns after it recrystallizes, by looking at bottom of bulb against a light, it's good shit. You can even see it in the stem of DAR pipe, random blotches of pinheels of different size. That's a good sign. If any of your guys' stuff looks windowy, as in square shapes or anything different from the above, signifies cut, MSM and the like. The more of that and less of the pinheels, then throw that shit away. It will usually turn brown or something quick too after a while. And it's not even burnt. Horrible shit. Shitty stuff is surprisingly rare here locally, but it's around. Gotta know the right folks to get the good dopes. Anyway, just wanna share some tips, and see how others do it. Do not listen to folks who hold their lighters inches away. It's less efficient and you will likely burn it this way too. You only do that with a torch. Blue flame your pipe, meaning put entire flame against the bottom bulb of the pipe until you see no orange flame. When you see it smoke, start rocking that bitch and inhale slow and sweet, and keep rocking left to right through your entire hit. After maybe 10-12 seconds, you can stop lighting but keep inhaling. If you can inhale for 20 seconds or longer, you can flame on again and keep rocking until you can't pull anymore. Then immediately after exhale, cool it down with a damp rag. Not something entirely wet or you may crack your pipe. But with a lighter, most likely won't happen unless there's already a tiny crack to begin with. That's it. Done. Repeat. Use only a regular lighter that you can adjust the flame size, that's what you need. Not a Bic, not a fucking Zippo for God's sakes, not anything else. You can get by with a torch, but if you don't know what you're doing, like using it like you would a lighter, you're gonna burn it, or crack your pipe if you try to cool it after. Torches should be held about an inch or 3 away, depending on size of flame. Another thing to mention, when I first started, sometimes I would inhale wrong. How so? By putting my mouth on the pipe, but not entirely. So basically, the corners of my mouth were open a bit and I'd inhale air with a vapor. Don't do this. You'll dilute the smoke, meaning you won't blow out clouds to its full potential, and you may even cool it while inhaling, and it may irritate our throat. I'd always be hawking up, spitting and shit because I think traces were in my throat area. This can also happen if you inhale proper, but don't hydrate yourself often. Drink lots of H2O. That's about it. Anyway, real stoked to receive VMM stuff. Wanna compare it to the local product, and just the fact I haven't smoked in almost 4 months. Who else strictly uses this shit for fucking their girl? And to not single anyone out, who uses this for, say, fixing their car at 3 a.m. Fuck, I only use it for sex since I can't fix cars anyway. Fellas, smoke safe and get rest too, eat something too. Jumbo juice, protein shakes, whatever it takes. Stay sane and as healthy as possible when using this because it's easy to forget simple things while using. More so speaking to the novices here since I've seen a few first-time users. I, personally, would never introduce anyone to this. As in turn them onto their first hit, but that's just me, so you'd get none from me if this were real life lol. Later gang. Peace. Edit minutes later, holy fuck I wrote that much. Now I must mention I am completely sober too at the time of this writing. Tootles. Post by, internet. Very nice, that has me excited. Post by, Sub3 Red on. Has anyone not received their order from VMM? It's been over 2 weeks here on the East Coast. Post by, Nomad Bloodbath. I'm on the eastern seaboard and I received mine yesterday. Nomad Bloodbath. Post by, X8MX. I, seconded. Post by, Subtlety. Still haven't gotten mine, marked shipped on the 17th. 4 days till auto finalize. Hopefully tomorrow I guess. East Coast as well. Post by, Cheese Puffs. Has anyone from the West Coast received anything from VMM in the last few days? I asked if I should choose priority mail and he told me no, that I would get it quick. But so far, nothing. Post by, Joan List. Has anyone heard any further chat about Professor Twack? Something seems a little off there. No communications, negative chat in another thread. Might be nothing, some insignificant issue on his part, but he is logging in, without messaging peeps. Just wanna spot any kind of snatch and run bullshit from this seller early, to warn others if that is the case. Bear in mind I am international, but there's a fair amount of negativity drifting around at the min. Peace. Post by, Ganja Believer. Just ordered from WG due to high recommendations. I tried VMMs and thought it was great but everyone else said it was no good so I went with WG because everyone says it's the best and worth the extra Bitcoin. Hope I get it by Monday. Post by, you will never know. More than a fair amount of negativity drifting lol. Post by, Harpua25. So is the general consensus that WG is the way to go at the moment? Just transferred more coin to my ESA account because the professor asshole is incommunicado with my funds in escrow. Where should I spend it to have the best chance of some decent shit in a timely manner? Post by, you will never know. I'd say WG, by far. If you read his profile page, he quit his regular job to do ESA full-time. Also, I have heard multiple good things about shipping times and excellent product quality. Post by, Micah Bourbon. After placing an order with Vroom Vroom, cancelled, Vortex Milkman, ordered over a week ago and told me it would be here by this weekend, but nothing today, maybe tomorrow. I have an order with Heisenberg that is processing but I was debating between him and WG. Hopefully the one with Heisenberg ships soon. Post by, Goldust. Over 2 weeks here with no product, East Coast. This is the longest I have waited for an ESA order yet. Post by, DK Monk. Vroom has a hopeful update available. Which stuff of Vroom's is making people sick? Was it the newest batch he had just gotten before he went AWOL? Post by, whatever works. Crossing fingers. Hope he's back healthy. Will make him wealthy. Post by, Buster39. Same here Eastern nothing today ordered on the 21st. Post by, Buster39. Also does it seem like the meth market here has gone to shit? Post by, Harpua25. Yes it does. I ordered from the store on WG today, both for the first time. Hopefully they'll renew my faith. Post by, Buster39. WG. WG seems to have some good reviews but they all seem to be that one guy, same style of writing. In all honesty it looks like you have ordered from every vendor so if you give a vendor a go it would be good news to hear. Good luck, let us know how it goes. Post by, Demod78. Got mine after a week. Patience is a virtue. Googly smile. Post by, Harpua25. Hey, not sure if that's something I should be proud of, exactly, but it does seem like one of them would be committed to earning my loyalty, and the cash that goes with it. We'll see. Post by, whatever works. Hi, due to the lack of my drug of choice, I'm having to take some MXE I bought during the last dry spell. This shit is some crazy shit. Please. Meth vendors help me. I know likey. 0. Post by, Candy. It was right after he first got sick, when he just started to ignore PMs but before mentioned surgery listing removal. I'm still waiting for VMM's package and it's getting close to auto-finalizing date. He PM'd me said I'll get it by this weekend but nothing today, Fry, so I'm hoping tomorrow since there's no mail son. Crossing fingers, this is my first order with him so I'm hoping at least that it's good stuff since the shipping part hasn't gone so well for most of us emo baggins curious about WG in the store. Looks like the store only has Coke reviews from what I saw. Post by, Tabanoid. Update from Professor Twack. I might believe this. I think at this point if it were a rip and run he would have bolted by now with all the FE he has under his belt. Not sure if he can come back but I'll hang in there. March 30th. Okay, I hope you read this message rather than send me death threats, and yes I have received many. I am working very hard to fix all orders and have them shipped. I have over 150 emails unread. I cannot read them. This fiasco is taking a lot of time and the emails just have to take a back seat. This encompasses almost 40 odds, and because we must delete addresses, research is very difficult. A couple of notes. 1. Nobody will be stolen from by me. Period. You will receive a refund. I processes almost 13 refunds today, or you will receive compensation, or both. You have my word. Professor will not walk away from this without fixing it. Take that to the bank. 2. Those that have received their orders, please leave feedback to show that I am actually doing what I say in number 1 above. I appreciate it. 3. I will post all the orders that I have managed to get corrected. I hope to do so 2 days ago, but new developments have changed everything. And I mean everything. New developments, you say? Well, as it turns out, a member of the team, maybe 2 members, have not been on the same team as me the last 2 weeks. I noticed some shipments not going through, even though tracking was there. They simply never hit the post office. There were times when I took them and was late, so I first thought it was a mistake by me. However, I really started noticing when all of the hydroquinone shipments were not being processed. I almost have to be thankful a person took all of them, otherwise I am not sure I could have ever have figured this out. 1 person here, 2 people there, etc. So what now? Well, I just personally sealed and shipped 12 orders that I know are 100 correct. I am packaging more. I am refunding money. The people with death threats came first. I will be cancelling all orders that cannot be reconciled tonight. It is going to be a while before some of you trust me, and I okay with that. I will bear the responsibility because at IT is my responsibility to ensure these things do not ever happen. I will still be here on SR. Shop open, and hope to regain many of your trust in the upcoming months. I offer no excuses except that I underestimated the volume of orders on week 2, many more than I could have imagined, and I hired some help to get me over the hump, and tweakers can sometimes be a little, how do you say, assholes. As soon as the orders are fixed I will respond to every email in the inbox. Just please understand that orders are priority number 1. Cash flow for refunds are number 2. Emailing is number 3. In that order. I will post an update no later than noon tomorrow. But hopefully more like 4 or 5 a.m. If you need to vent, fine. I understand. I deserve it. But please no death threats. Let's put this in perspective please. Sincerely, Professor T. Post by, Nomad Bloodbath. I placed a trial order with Twok this morning. We will see if I have meth on Monday. Post by, Sub3 Ruedon. It seems like the folks down in Australia get their crystal before we do. There is no way a domestic first-class mail could remain in transit for more than 2 weeks. It is either lost, or it wasn't sent out in the first place. I only spent 2.5 BTC on a sample-sized order, and although it's not a huge price to pay for making a mistake of foregoing the escrow system, it'll be the last time I do this. Vortex Milkman, please start responding to your messages. Don't you care about customer satisfaction? I can only assume the reason there's no answer is because of all the crackheads demanding the refund because they didn't receive the stuff, making you suspect everyone who has a problem to be one of them. I don't even care if I get mine or about refund, you can keep the money, but do you even run your business adequately enough to tell me just exactly when the mail was sent out, what kind of mail, first class, priority, it was, or admit that you don't know? Post by, Cheese Puffs. I finally received my order from VMM after almost 2 weeks. He informed me Monday that I would receive at the end of this week, but when Friday came around and nothing showed up, I started to wonder if it had been sent. It's totally understandable that my order might have got lost amongst the massive amount of orders during his sale. I sent him a message early Friday morning, and he informed me that he upgraded my shipping to priority and I would receive it today, and I did. He even made up for the delay by throwing in some extra weight. I guess I'm lucky our geographic location is close, or else this would have been a disappointing weekend for me. Overall, I would still order from the VMM. I would just place my orders a little sooner than when I actually need it. Post by, Harpua25. So people are really resending their shipping info to Professor Twack? I hope it works out for you, but I'm extremely wary about who is actually in control of his account at this point. Post by Subtlety. Cross post from VMM review thread. PS, nice fatty shots just like his pic, burning clean, and a mellow high 15 minutes in. Gonna be a good night. Post by The Showcase. Really great to hear, man. It means I may receive today too. Mail should be here in less than 6 hours. I am thinking maybe I should have also sent him a message, but my replies tend to be long because I talk like a motherfucker, here and real life. That, and I don't wanna bombard the inbox just out of respect. If it's not here today, I'd be partially alright with it simply because I got things to do later tonight. And Sunday is WM28 Recover from Hangover Day, most likely for me. I'm not a huge fan of wrestling, I'm actually embarrassed to say I watch it at times, but I'm a fan of The Rock because that nigga went to my alma mater high school and I met him in February at a local powerhouse gym. By complete accident, none of us knew he'd be there or that he was even in town. It was so trippy. Fucker's arms are as big as my head too. It was pretty fucking surreal, and I didn't know what to say to him, but he was pretty cool, man. Anyway, yeah, back on topic. Shit, I really hope VMM sent it already for reals. But if not, at least this weekend of fun and no work will take my mind off the anticipation. Shoots, fellas. Peace. Post by Buster39. Glad everyone is getting theirs from VMM. I feel for me it's just one lie after another. I only ordered the first time because he of course said it could get here before the weekend. Now I am past 2 weekends and still nothing. I even compensated for it being late and made another order through a different vendor only to find out on the day it was supposed to arrive that he hasn't sent anything in the past 4 days because he had too many orders. Why do vendors make promises they know they can't fulfill? If you have too many orders and you know you're backed up, why would you say sure I'll send it today? Why would you tell people that their package is sent when in reality it is not? The vendor then complains he has too many orders when in reality he's just telling everyone lies so they order. Post by Nomad Bloodbath. My issues with the meth dealers is there is no one that is consistent. I always get my gear from VMM, but other vendors seem to be overselling their product and re-upping as an issue that causes late deliveries. Vendors, please stop placing orders in transit when they are not. Also, I cancelled Twack's order. Hopefully maybe Ajapai will surprise everyone. Talked to DUB Graham last night and he flat refused to fill my order because he said I would report in the forums about headaches and vomiting. Well, that doesn't sound good. I may have to try the store even at the higher prices. Post by Buster39. Och, just had some scary shit happen. After writing that, FedEx shows up at my door with a small envelope asking me to sign. I go through the I didn't order anything, I'm not gonna sign, he said, then I can't give it to you. He gives me the envelope and says if I want I can open it to see what it is, and as he's getting ready for me to sign I feel nothing in there. I decide to sign as there is no way there is anything in the envelope other than paper. Would a check for $500 in poker winnings I forgot about from 2 months ago. When I was like I didn't order anything, the guy was looking at me like what the fuck is wrong with this kid? It was definitely an awkward moment. Post by Nomad Bloodbath. What does this have to do with meth vendors of reviews? Post by DK Monk. I just received my order from WG and I'm extremely satisfied with everything all around. He was very responsive to my PMs and went the extra mile to work with me on my order since I explained my situation to him. He could have just told me no and that is it, but he obviously cares and that showed. I got overnight shipping and it was sent out Thursday, but the stupid mail didn't get here until Saturday, so they must have had a delay or something, which is bullshit since USPS guaranteed that it would have been here yesterday. Totally something WG had no control over. The package was very stealthy, just slightly less than Vroom's packaging, but that is so hard to beat. Still, it took me a few minutes to locate the stuff, and if anyone opened it they would have no idea it was anything bad. The product looked like it was one shard that got crushed a bit through the mail, but the baby shards look fantastic. clear and glassy. I did a shot with maybe 0.1 and was surprised about the quality. I mean, I knew that it was going to be top stuff, but didn't expect it to be so much better than any third product I have had, Vrooms, T3s, and local. I am so impressed with the quality and clean euphoric high. I'm very experienced with quality meth and this is the best I have had, and I sold ounces of shots just last summer, so I have tried many batches of good dope. If you want high quality product, good customer service, and stealthy packaging, look no further. The price at first seemed pretty expensive, but it is worth it for fast deliver, good communication and the best product I have ever had. Post by DK Monk. I have been doing dub stuff all day and feel great, and couldn't recommend it more highly, especially with the current vendor situation. Pricey, but it is better in my opinion to actually receive your product in a timely manner, have good communication with the seller, and get great product. Post by Nomad Bloodbath. Well, the shortness to the PM is confusing. He said headaches and vomiting and you have none of that, huh? Maybe I have an enemy or a misunderstanding. Post by DK Monk. Maybe he thought that you reported Vrooms meth gave you that and thinks you will say the same about his, is the only thing I can think of. Just read my review a few posts above. I smoked a little too, and it lasted long and left no residue after finished. Post by Cheese Puffs. Hey DK Monk. How does Dub G's meth compare to our long-lost friend T3's meth? I am thinking about placing an order soon with Dub G. Thanks in advance. Post by DK Monk. It was slightly better in my opinion, but I did more at once than T3's since I only received a sample of T3's. I guess I can't for sure say it is better, but it is definitely not worse. It is slightly better to on par, and even though I really like Vroom Vroom, one would have to say it is noticeably better than his product. Not that Vrooms was bad, it was actually good high quality stuff, but this is fantastic quality, and makes me feel justified about the price I paid for it. Post by Cheese Puffs. That's good to hear. I'll have to try Dub G next. T3's stuff was so pure and at an unbeatable price, that I haven't found anything comparable since. Vroom Vroom had good product as well, so I'm looking forward to his return. But, looking at some of these prices really makes me miss T3. Fortunately, I got my last shipment of 2 grams the day before he fell off the radar. Post by Nomad Bloodbath. I never complained about Vroom's product, so I DK what the deal is, waiting for a PM response. Post by DK Monk. Yeah, I wish T3 would have came here instead, because I think he left since he probably wasn't getting too many orders. He would have made a killing here with his prices and amazing quality. I was so excited to find such a great deal just to lose him as fast as he came. Post by Cheese Puffs. Just speculating, but I don't think he left because of lack of orders. I was in constant email contact with him and receiving product consistently on a weekly basis before he stopped responding at the beginning of March. I'm assuming it might be some legality issues, or he would have let me know he wasn't in business anymore, I think. Post by Candy. I'm on East Coast US, no package from VMM today like I hoped, but I placed an order with Dub G a few days ago hoping to get some for this weekend, and he offered overnight for extra or said he could get it out next day for Mon or Tues. Delivery. I said that was fine since VMM PM to say his would be here by this weekend. Today I get a package, wasn't sure who it was from. It seemed like more than VMM order, but I thought, hey, maybe he is making up for delay. A fellow SR forum reviewer helped me confirm it was Doug G's package, thanks by the way. So now I have to say Dub G is fucking awesome. Super nice receiving product before even starting the waiting game. He rules. I've only had a line so far, yes I'm a snorter lol, but it's nice. I feel good. It looked like it was a bit crushed in transit, but I'm not a smoker so I don't mind. I'm crashing it anyway. The packaging was sweet. Even if someone opened it they'd be none the wiser. Great. Reminded me of Vroom's packaging a bit. As for Vroom's making me sick, I want to stress that the first order from Vroom did not get me sick. It was good. I ordered a gram from WG and weighed it in bag. My scale read 1.53, but I won't know bag weight till I'm done. I don't like dumping it out cause I don't want to drop any and don't normally finish it all at once. I'll update more later as I go, but when it arrived, I felt a little sick still from the other day, and WG's one line actually made me feel better, so I'm more than happy so far. WG, if you're reading this, I can't seem to get on SR, but the second I do, I'll finalize for you and thank you. You were worth the extra coin. I always finalize as soon as I receive product. I am a good little buyer. Post by, Candy. WG update. Poured into another bag, weighed bag it was in. Bag 0.50, so WG was slightly over since first weight was 1.53. No disappointment so far still, and I don't expect any. Update. I put the bag of math I have left on my scanner to send to anyone who wanted to see it. Can we post pictures on this forum? I posted it on a site that gives you a link for BB code, HTML, or just direct link. Does this form use any of those? Does anyone want me to post it? Post by, DK Monk. Yeah, I love pictures. I think we need a thread specifically dedicated to pictures of all vendors' products, because I love to stare at